Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to FortuneKnitt Creations. I'm Kim, and this is a channel where we talk about all things crafting. So, if you like crafting of any kind, stick around. Eventually, we're going to get to it. What the heck is on my head? Just isn't this lovely? All right, so I finished one other towel. The thing is, all of my buttons are out in the garage, and I'm not going out there right now. So I do need to put a button on here so that it'll stay. This one's super soft. It is cotton. Super soft, though. It's a little bit longer than my other one. Still has the hook. So that is edition number 2 of my towels. Technically 3 if you count the one I have in the camper, but who's counting that one? So I am still plugging along on this one. I brought it in here in case I have time to work on it. Gravity. So I went into Goodwill yesterday, speaking of gravity. And do you ever have days where you feel like gravity is just heavier around you? Like you just keep dropping things or bumping things. Mr. FortuneKnitt calls it, I Kramered it. So whenever you do something that's like, yeah, you drop something or you bump into something, or you Kramer it. So I totally Kramered everything yesterday. So I was in an aisle where they have like, thank goodness they're plastic. They have plastic coffee mugs. And of course, I didn't want to look at the 2 that were in the front. I had to look at the ones that were way in the back. So I'm not really paying attention to who's around me. I just, I'm doing what I'm doing on my treasure hunt. So I reach over, and of course, I knock down the first 4. Boom, 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 boom. And they don't just tip over on the shelf. Like I said, thank goodness they're plastic. In case you're wondering, I'm winding. So they don't just stay on the shelf, they hit the ground, and I'm like, oh. So what do? I bent over, I picked 2 up, and I put my hands up, and now I'm surrounded by people. Excuse me. And I said, in case anybody's wondering, gravity is extra strong right here. Everybody cracked up. I was like, thank goodness, because that could have been very embarrassing, but it was just so funny. This one woman, she's like, you're cracking me up. I said, yeah, and I'm not even trying. So it was just one of those days where everything I touched, I was like, oh, please. Everything seemed like the earth was pulling it extra hard out of my hands. So one woman actually ended up not following me, but we were in sync with the aisles we were looking at. And then she started asking me my opinion on things. So, of course I take that moment. I'm not a look at me kind of person, but if I can find a chance to chat with somebody or make somebody laugh or make myself laugh, I'll do it. So she and I had quite the time up and down the aisles. It was fun. It was a good time. By the way, I did move creepy. She's now peeking at us from over there. Good times. I can't bring myself to just tuck her away because now I've given her a personality. Now she's just my little stalker. So what am I working on? I did put those yarn wreaths in my Etsy store. So I'm hoping if somebody orders them, I'll just have my inventory of these little balls to just grab them and put together a little wreath. So where's my scissors? Excuse me. Almost done with this here cold. By the way, if you hear weird grumbling noises, I don't have a buffalo in the next room. Mr. FortuneKnitt's sleeping next door. I did put on some white noise, hoping that maybe he wouldn't drown it out. But just in case you hear, it's not a buffalo, it's him. So today is my first day back in the office since, goodness, since Christmas. I'm gonna have a cough drop because I feel a coughing fit coming on. Why not? It's 4:30 in the morning, why not do that? So yeah, I'm heading into the office today for the first time. And first time in 2024. Fritz isn't going to be happy. He doesn't like when I leave at all. Fritzy bits. Beedly boppy doopy doop. What are we doing? What are we doing? You're ridiculous. I love you so much. Say hi, everybody. Good morning. Who's that out there? That would be your reflection in the window, sweetheart. Yeah. Morning, everybody. I don't know that mommy's got to leave me for the day. But I love you. Here, hop down, lay back down. So this should be interesting. Hope I remember my computer. How annoying is that? I mean, it's great to be able to work from home, but then when you get to the office the next day or week or whenever, and you walk in the door and you're setting all up and you're like, oh, I forgot my computer. Been there, done that. It's annoying. So, so I've been playing around on eBay again. You guys need to stop me. I can't even take myself anymore. Because I'm still in the kick of nostalgic toys. I don't know why. But I've now recreated all my childhood friends. And at 7:22 in the video, I will put in a picture of the ones I have. And then I would like you to meet. So, in my mind, she's the exact same doll that I had. She has red hair, and it's a mess. It's always been a mess. So, this jacket's a little big for her, but I had it in my stash of jackets I made. And I love the color. And it's got a little hat that goes with it. So, her name is actually Deborah Susan. And I don't know if it's the exact same doll, but I had a doll just like her growing up. So this should be the final addition to my nostalgic toy collection. I think I have them all now. So maybe I'll get over this kick. I'm going to try to make myself stay out of eBay for a while, because who knows what I'm going to come up with. So yeah, I can't think of anything else that I could get as far as what I used to have and used to love other than, I will not let myself get this because it's just too big. But I can remember, I want to say I was 4, maybe. And hold on, what are you chewing on? No, thank you. So, excuse me, I was 4 years old, and the toy of the year was Marvel the Mustang. I wanted that toy so badly. I can remember, when Santa asked me what I wanted, and when I wrote my note to Santa, and even Christmas Eve, Santa, I want Marvel the Mustang. Well, I got Marvel the Mustang. Now, again, I will try to put a picture of him up. I'm making my note on when to write that. So, Christmas comes. All the toys are out, and there's no Marvel Mustang. And then all of a sudden, Mom goes, something over there behind the chair. In my head, our living room was huge, but I go back now and it was tiny. But anyway, so I look behind the chair, and sure enough, now Marvel the Mustang, the concept of the toy, he was a ride-on toy. And you bounce, kind of like the inchworm, bounce up and down and it moves across, only he was a horse. Oh my goodness. Now, at the time, we had a working farm. And I took Marvel the Mustang. Not only did I ride him throughout the whole house, which again, in my memory was huge. In reality, was a small house. There's a lot of us in there. But anyway, excuse me. I took him out to the barn. And again, in my head, the barn's huge. Now, the barn was bigger than the house, obviously. I believe we held 76 cows in there at one time. So it was pretty long. And I would ride him up and down and up and down. So if I find a Marvel the Mustang, he's about the size maybe of a tricycle. I will not let myself get that. I will take a picture of me next to it so I have it. But I will not let myself get it, because where the heck would I put it? It's not like it's a little thing. So, other than that, I think I've recreated in my mind all of the toys that I had, and hopefully I'm done. I used to have a collection of, I'm dating myself here, and stop me if I've talked about this before, but again, just like having a cup of coffee with me. So McDonald's, when they first started the Happy Meal, that's how old I am. They started, it wasn't the corporate toys you see now, like hooked up with Disney or Pixar or any of those. They were just little erasers, little rubber erasers. And 1238 erasers. So I can remember, now I'm about, at the time we were living at the farm, so I'm about an hour away from Albany. Yeah, Albany. So we used to have friends that would come up from the, kids that would come up. It was a thing called the Fresh Air Fund. So that would be kids from the city that have never seen the country would come up. It was like a camp. They would come and stay with us for a week or two. And so we had this one guy. He would come up. His name was Howie. I can't remember his last name, but I remember it was Howie. And Howie started coming to visit us when he was young, like, I don't know, 12, 13. And he stayed friends with the family until, I don't know, well into his 20s. So I can remember one summer, Howie came to visit, and we went to pick him up at the bus station, Greyhound. And we stopped at McDonald's. And either we couldn't afford a Happy Meal, or it was too early for lunch, or something like that. But boy, I wanted one of those toys so badly. Probably because everybody in school was getting whatever. I wanted it so badly. So my brother went up to the cash register, and he said to the kid, you know, it was too early. It was too early in the day. He said to him, "Can I get a Happy Meal?" And the kid's like, "No, you know, that's only for lunch and dinner. You can't get that." My brother's like, "Come on, my kid sister wants the toy." So the kid behind the counter actually took a Happy Meal box and handfuls, like he just grabbed handfuls of the erasers. And I think this was after a few minutes of my brother browbeating him. Come on. Finally, the kid's like, here, just get out of my face. So he filled this box with these rubber erasers. and my brother gave it to me. Oh my goodness. That, in my mind, I can still see him handing it, like I'm getting teared up. I can still see him handing me that. I wonder if my brother knows little things like that are still up in here. Anyway, I carried those things. So what I did was, obviously, it wasn't cool to carry a Happy Meal box around. So I got my first purse, and I filled the purse with the erasers, and I carried them everywhere. And you know, to this day, I still love little teeny toys. If I see them, I don't buy them, but I'll pick them up and be like, oh, they're cute. So that was a cool one. I will not buy those toys either, but they were pretty cool. That was a pretty neat memory to have. That's what I need to do, is get teared up and get stuffier than I am. So, well, it was cold in here, and now it's not. So, anyway, yeah, a little walk down memory lane. I hope you don't mind that. But so I've started making myself a daily agenda, because I've got so many things going on. I've got this this channel here. So I have to write down the videos I want to do. I have an homage to Crystal that I got to do. I have a treasure hunt that I have to do. Obviously the coffee with Kim every day. And let me know, please, if these are getting boring. I don't want to bore you and have you turn it off. So please let me know. If they're getting boring, I'll try to think of something else. But again, like I said, this is quite literally like we're sitting at my table having a cup of coffee every day. So I don't really have any structure to these. And I totally foresee in warmer weather, as spring comes, we'll go out on the deck and we'll have coffee. We'll go sit by the river and have coffee. We'll be in the camper and have coffee. So I do see it changing and morphing into other things. So please don't get bored with me. Let me know. Anyway, back to the subject. I do that so much. I can't imagine being someone trying to follow what I'm talking about, and I do apologize. Anyway, so I've been trying to make myself an agenda, and I don't want to buy a daily journal because I think I'll just buy that and waste it. I do have my erasable notebook, and that works very well. So it's on the table out there. So I write down, okay, so for this channel, here's what I got to do. And then, plus I have to go back and respond to everybody's comments and stuff like that. By the way, we are up to 375 subscribers. Thank you so much. Remember to share me. So 375 subscribers. So I have to check all that. I have to respond to the comments, stuff like that. And if there's any questions, you know, I got to look up the answers and a couple things. A couple people have asked me to do a tutorial on my towel. Excuse me, I am sorry. I mean, it's really, really easy. It's quite literally just rows of the knotted half double until you get the right length and size, and then I'll do it. I'll do it. But then I'm also working on, so I think I showed you, I was doing a, hold on, I'm just undoing a button. I was doing this blanket from my small Addie, remember that? So my brain went, I'm going to make little dog mats. Because I don't know about you, but right now Fritzy's laying on one of my shirts because wherever I go, I have to lay something down and he has to lay on it. So whether I'm outside, it doesn't matter. So take this, right? Again, I have to hide my ends. This is just a brainchild, so you got to work with me on this. So I am, look at here, see these? So you have this, you lay it down, your dog sleeps on it. Now it's time to go, right? So I fold, and I didn't do real buttons because I don't know about you, but my boy likes to chew on plastic. So I'm not going to do a plastic button and have him chew on it. So I crocheted buttons. Mind you, this isn't done and it's still a prototype. I crocheted buttons. So you're going to fold it. Okay, time to go. Da, 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 da. Puppy gets out of the way. Time to go. So you fold it, button it, obviously on both ends. And there's going to be a little handle. And in here you just stick his chew toy and his sweater and it's closed on the, I mean, it's not completely closed, but closed enough to carry stuff to the car. I think his foldable bottle or his foldable bowl, his chew toy, his squeaky toy, throw it on your shoulder, you have everything you need, and it's a little compact dog tummy time. Obviously, I mean, this is a little rough because I'm trying to figure it out as I go. But I think this is my next, instead of for a baby tummy time, let's get some people with their fur babies that want puppy tummy time. So I will probably, once I get that figured out, I will do a tutorial on that. So these are all things. So I'm trying to make myself a list. Okay, so that's for Fortunate Creations YouTube channel. And then I have to remember, check the Facebook pages that go with this. And then I also have the Etsy store, Fortunate Finds. So I have to remind myself, go in, check any questions, put up some more items, you know, keep the shop going, da da da. I have to remember that. And then I have to remember, check my emails. Is there anything in there that I need to address? Any questions so I need to do that. And then the Fortunate Finds, the Facebook group, where it's like a raffle. I have to, you know, who's requested spots, who's paid for spots. So I have to make sure I get myself, and it's still a new process, but I want to get myself into the groove. So I wake up in the morning, I have my coffee, and then I get all that other stuff. And in the meantime, I still have projects I'm doing. So that is going on. All right, it is about 5 a.m., so I better get myself going. Like I said, it's my first day back in the office, so I got to figure out what am I wearing. I got to fix this. And the good thing is I don't own makeup, so I don't have to worry about putting my makeup on. I don't know if that's a good thing. But the only makeup I own is chapstick, which I don't know where it is. But I don't own makeup. I know I could probably use it, but I'm not going to bother. This is me world. Take it or leave it, and it's what you get. So, on that note, if you like the videos, please give me a thumbs up. Please share. Please subscribe if you haven't. We are at 375. So, yay. All right, I'm going to get myself going. Have a wonderful day. It's Tuesday. We're getting there. Have a great day and always be creative. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great one.